the quicker you are ahead of the process, the better for your company. A problem is only a problem if we see it as a problem, but the problem can be a problem or it can be an opportunity. The same problem that's a problem for me might be an opportunity for somebody else. There's actually so many angles in that question. Somebody once told me it's very easy to budget if you can budget. There's figures to budget. So I mean, you can't make a provision for difficult months if there's not even a provision for the current month. So it's, and I know again we also have a number of security industry companies. It is a difficult, not to be negative, but it's a difficult market. But in the same sense, it's also a market that's definitely in demand as well, because people do need security companies in South Africa. I mean, that's the reality. So it's kind of, I think what happened in the security industry, and that I'm just going with my gut feeling of the answer. So it might not what you want, but I will try to answer as much as what you asked me to. In any case, I think what happened in that industry specifically is every other company started to undercut their prices just to get a client, and it got to a place where it's so undercut by each company that you got to a point that the fees are too low for the industry. That is my feeling. I mean, I had this conversation with one of my security clients as well. We do it frequently, and I mean, it's a difficult place to be, but I think it goes back. I mean, let's forget about the security industry for a moment. Let's take accounting industry for. I mean, I get a lot of clients every month that my accounting manager is also on here, so you can verify that. We get a lot of clients that mention that we might be too expensive. So, but our service are, I mean, we do somersaults for our clients, literally. I mean, we do things that other accountants won't do for their clients. So we prefer to see ourselves as standing out from the crowd. I mentioned the purple cow in that very first workshop that we've done. If you are that purple cow in the industry, you can charge that premium price, because there's a reason why you can charge that premium price. And you can only start building wealth for your company and for yourself when you actually start asking the premium price. And there would be clients that don't want to use you. There will be clients that say you are too expensive, but there will also be a lot of clients that will prefer you being more expensive but giving the proper service. And I'm not saying any of you guys don't do a proper service. Hear me correctly, but try to be that purple cow in the room and standing out, because if you stand out, you can start asking a different price. So that's my one. I mean, to budget, to make a provision, you would need to make, obviously, there need to be enough turnover. Then you need to look at your expenses. But like Tony mentioned as well, I mean, 70% salary to turnover ratio, it's massive. It is a lot. So that's my first suggestion. The second suggestion in your industry would be looking at other ways of also generating income. That's not just having security guards. I mean, do create additional stream of income that's more passive, and also a stream that's in demand. So there's always a solution that you can give in your specific industry. It might not be right in front of your eyes right now, or it might be in front of your eyes, but you're so focused on your current stream of income that you don't see that specific stream, additional stream that you may have. Find that solution that you can build into your industry that somebody else didn't thought about yet, that somebody else didn't want to think about because they so stuck in their current business structure. And the moment you start doing that, the moment you get that solution that you that you offer a different solution to anybody else, you will obviously start having other streams of income. So Tony, that's my first kind of response to that is you have to build that additional stream of income, and you also need to stick to your guns and say, well, this is if I don't stick to my guns in the sense of if I don't ask the prices I need to ask, then what is the use of running my business? Because I will keep undercutting myself, and I will just slowly but surely going out of compliance, owing creditors money. And I mean, at the end of the day, we own the business of creating a bigger business for ourselves, but also empowering all the people underneath us and looking at all those families as well. So it needs to be a sustainable solution to keep going. And unfortunately, the bank manager, and we see with bank managers more and more these days, if there's not a proper balance sheet and income statement, and I've shared that in the previous workshop, they look at only two things. They look at your net profit for affordability, and they look at your net asset value, that asset less liabilities I showed on the balance sheet. If that's not positive, they're not interested in even looking at finance in any form for the company. If we're not gonna expand the business to different horizons, we won't be able to change the business. You will only change something if you're willing to change the things you're doing there every day. Not sure if I answered your question, but that's my response.
Yeah. Now you have, Jasper. Thank you.
I'm with you. I think it's I think in all industries. I mean, with us as well. I mean, I already prepared my practice and my team as well. I mean, we used to be 16 employees in totality with the practice, which is quite a big number for a small practice. Right now, I only have my 4 senior people that's been with me for average about 10 years with me, and the rest we all just use outsourcers. I only use people that if there's work, they work. And only that move made it more profitable because and less stressful because I don't have to manage 16 people, or me or my team, doesn't matter who somebody need to manage 16 people. Now it's only 4 people, so I have my it's about 3 senior people that speak to me, and the rest would kind of manage the outsourcers and the rest. So it's and I see it in all industries because AI is busy taking over all the low end jobs. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, so even with, I mean, like what you just mentioned to me is that security companies will most likely also need to downscale to a point where most of the, I mean, they will probably have a few people that do monitoring of the electronic or the digital versions of security guards. So and the rest will be, rest of the security guards itself will become obsolete, which means there will be more and more unemployment in the industry and in South Africa, because all the industries going through the same thing. And in the same breath, we're going into a recession right now. I mean, people thought we were in a recession, but we're going into the recession right now. It's for the next few years going to be a tough ride. And with fuel prices going up, I mean, with us as well, we don't even do it's highly unlikely that I would do an in-person meeting. I would do all my meetings in Zoom. People don't want to drive anymore. They don't want to, they can't, because the fuel price is just too high. So I think I go back to my purple cow example, but you need to, everybody in any industry need to go out and think out of the box. You will need to create whatever people need, but you need to create a unique solution for them. And because the general way of business changed so much, and it keeps on changing almost every single month. So we need to be innovative all the time. And I don't have the answer for you, but I mean, I just have the response for you in the sense of it is the reality. I mean, the reality is that AI is already on us. I mean, it's going to be enforced quicker and quicker on us. We can either adapt or die. We can't be stuck in old ways of thinking, because I mean, we will never innovate if we do that. So I'm challenging my team as well almost every day. How can we do something different and better than we've done it yesterday? And it's just getting more and more important to do that. And now, I mean, you just mentioned, I mean, people in the security industry also start doing that. So it's reality. The reality is you will have less employees. I mean, and the quicker you are ahead of the process, the better for your company. I want to kind of end this conversation with this idea, is that a problem is only a problem if we see it as a problem. But the problem can be a problem, or it can be an opportunity. But it's really our the way we look at the world, and the way the filters that we use to look at the world would either determine a problem or an opportunity. The same problem that's a problem for me might be an opportunity for somebody else. So it's not to say that, yeah, it's definitely, we're going into a rough ride, we're going into a recession, and with a recession, you have your own obstacles in your industry, but it can still be, the problem can still be an opportunity to create, rather than just be a problem.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.